Today we're looking at the Sofirn LT1S Pro 21700 camping lantern. I will confess I had very limited expectations for this light, but that immediately changed when I grabbed a hold of this lantern and pulled it from the box. The aluminum alloy construction of this lantern gives it a rock-solid feel, and the metal housing is easily the lantern's best feature. As a quick reminder, and for those of you who may not be familiar with me or my channel, I buy my own lights with my own money, and the only discounts I accept are those which are readily available to everyone. This channel is one of several review platforms I use. If you're interested in flashlights, lanterns, and other outdoor items, please consider hitting the subscribe button. In this case, the price represents a $30 discount, which is still publicly available at the time of filming. That huge discount is available through the Sofirn storefront on Amazon.com. This Sofirn lantern comes with a huge fold-out manual, which I will never read, as well as a couple of spare O-rings and a charging cable. It also includes a Sofirn branded 21700 5000 milliamp hour battery, which appears to be an unprotected cell. The lantern can also double as a power bank. The lantern utilizes a USB-C charging port, which I like, and the port is located on the top of the lantern, which seems very odd to me. Also on the top are 4 LED light indicators, which correspond to the current battery charge level, as well as a wire bail. The bail is adequate and it's functional, and I will say it is rock solid, but it's also just a bit off-putting to me because there's no coating on it, and it somehow feels underwhelming, especially in comparison to the solid, well-built feel of the lantern overall. The bail can be removed by squeezing the bail together and removing the ends from the pinholes on the lantern's top. This lantern has a stated max output of 330 lumens, and Sofirn lists the LED emitters as 4 2700K Nichia 519A LEDs, 4 5000K Nichia 519A LEDs, and 4 SS20 LEDs. I also noted asterisks by every one of these stats, with no clear explanation from Sofirn regarding the asterisks. Now, Sofirn claims that these LED emitters will imitate natural sunlight and show the true colors of objects and scenes. I will say that there is a noticeable difference on the lower settings of this lantern, which makes the light have an obvious red tint to it. As the lantern power increases, the red tint does become less noticeable. The lantern has 4 general modes: an eco mode, a low, a medium, and a high, and the lantern will automatically remember the last mode. The 2 lumen output eco mode will get you 6 days of continual runtime according to Sofirn. The lantern does not have any magnetic functionality, and the base and bottom of the light are plain, smooth, and unremarkable. And Sofirn lists this lantern as having an IPX8 rating, so no dust rating, and a max water rating, which indicates that submersion or immersion in water beyond 1 meter in depth. That is the claim rating here, and while I would not cast aspersion on that rating, I would caution anyone using this light about the USB-C port located on the top of this lantern. The rubberized port gasket is a bit tough to get locked in perfectly, and if this port gasket is not locked in right, even a gentle rain would result in water intrusion straight from the top of the lantern. In my view, a side port would have been much more appropriate, would have been much safer, and much more desirable for charging. This lantern is just under 4 inches tall and just over 2.5 inches in diameter, so a very small form factor. Sofirn claims this lantern to weigh right at 11.2 ounces. My lantern came in just a bit over that at 12 ounces exactly. I do have some darkroom photos of this lantern running through its modes. Overall, I'm impressed with this lantern from Sofirn because of the rock-solid feel of the unit, which comes from the metal housing. However, it's not particularly bright. I do not care for the red tint of the light in the lower settings, and I'm very concerned that people will end up with a water intrusion from the poor port location coupled with a somewhat difficult gasket seal. I also wish the lantern bail had a better feel to it. Overall, I would say if you can get this lantern for the $45 price point, it's a good value, but I would be disappointed if I had paid the $75 full price. And that should be a wrap on this one. If you like outdoor flashlights and that kind of content, please click the subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.